Hey guys, if you've seen the one coil challenge stuff that I've done in other videos, today I'm going to kind of wrap that up. I'm going to do my last one coil challenge pot, at least for a while, and then I'm going to go through and review some of the pots that you people have made and posted on Instagram, and we'll talk about some of those. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the last one coil challenge video ever, but it's the last for a while, at least a few months, while I focus on some other things. I think the one coil challenge is good because it gives people something to strive for in practicing to become a better hand builder, better coil pottery, better at your pinching methods. It's kind of a good challenge to improve your techniques. But there's only so much you can do with it. For example, the pot I made on the last video, I'll put the link up here. It started out to be a one coil pot, and then I didn't have enough material in that coil to get it as high as I wanted. I ended up doing two coils. So if you'll go back and watch that, there's one fat coil and then one smaller coil to finish it off. So, there's only so much you can do with it. So I'll do one more. I'm going to do a smaller jar today, a little smaller necked jar, and then I'll review those pots that you guys have made, and we'll move on to other things. Now, hopefully, if the weather holds out tomorrow, I'm going to go out and fire. So I've got a couple of these. This is actually the pot I made in the previous video, and this was one of those one coil challenge pots I made a while back. Remember the seed jar? So I've got them all painted and ready to go with organic paint, so that, with any luck, I'll get those fired tomorrow. The other thing I'm going to fire is this little test pot that I made with the clay I collected in the Gila River Valley. If you saw my previous video, I'll put the link up here for that too. Then this is a test. So a test pot is better than a test tile, in my opinion, because if you roll out a tile and fire it, you can get an idea of maybe the shrinkage rate of the clay and how it fires. But it doesn't give you a good idea of the workable qualities of the clay. So making a little pinch pot can give you a better understanding of the working qualities, the plasticity, the wet strength, things like that you're looking for. So hopefully get those all fired tomorrow. So look for that video coming up later in the week. Ooh, that's really soft. Oh gosh, that's soft. See that wiggle? Ooh, no thanks. That is crazy soft. All right, I about got this done. Only thing I need to do now is slip it and paint it, but I'm done forming it. Got a nice smoothness on it, so I'm ready for slip or whatever I'm going to do. I think it's good, nice little size. Since this is my last one coil challenge, at least for a while, I thought I would review some of the other one coil challenge pots that people have made. So I'm just going to look for one coil challenge on Instagram. The first one is Silver River Arch, New Mexico. And she's got a series of 3 pictures here of a nice little, it's almost like a Salado pot because it looks like it's painted with organic paint on the inside and it's left brown or red on the outside. Maybe it's slipped because that when it was first made it looks gray and then it looks brown, so maybe there's a slip on it. But it's a nice little bowl. That would be hard to paint because it's such a deep little bowl. It's very difficult to paint down in those, so good job on that. And the next one is mine, the seed jar I made, which I showed you earlier. I'll be firing that probably tomorrow. So the next one after that is Little Branch 47. And I don't know if that's a he or a she, but another series of 3 pictures. The finished jar, nice little enclosed jar, and then there it is with the coil sitting on top, and then one with a tape measure so we can see that it's about 6 inches in diameter. So that looks really nice. Good job on that. The next one is UK transplant. And here we've got another series of 3 pictures. One with the big donut of clay, looks delicious. And then one with it pinched up and looks like the rim is unfinished. And then maybe there's 2 here in the next one. And perhaps the other thing that strikes me about this is it looks like maybe there's no pookie. Maybe they're making them right on that piece of cloth. But they look good. I'd like to see that, what it looks like finished. If it was painted or glazed or what they did with it. So if you want to put up another one of that, I'd like to see that. The next one is mine. That's my series of 3 for that big jar that I made with the one coil challenge. And so those are mine. The next one is Hands in Clay, New Mexico. And there's a couple of mugs. Those are great looking mugs. I assume those are one coil because they're tagged here, but I don't see the building process. But that's fine. That's fine. Next one is Little Branch 47 again. And that's a really nice looking, almost kind of a yellowish clay mug. Looks good. Really nice, actually. I like that kind of rounded shape on a mug. You don't see that very often, but it's really nice. We have Primitive Awakening, and this is a series of 6 images. And it shows the whole process. So we've got the circle of clay, we've got the coil sitting next to it, and we've got the coil on it. There it's pinched up, and then one from above, and then from the side. So good looking. I don't know if that's a mug. It might be more of a pitcher because it looks like there's a spout on it, you know, for pouring. Maybe like a little cream dispenser. Really nice red clay. I wonder how that fires. All of these, you know, kind of curious how they came out after firing. So it'd be fun to see if you could add a post-firing on some of these and share it with us. But good job on that. Little Branch 47 has the next one, and this is another mug, another kind of rounded shaped mug with a little small, like a 1-finger handle. Nice. I like that. Oh, and that's a series of 2. What's the other one? Oh, the other one shows the disc of clay and then the big clay donut. And then the last one is my mug, which was the first One Coil Challenge that I did. So good job on those. Like to see more of those. I'll do another One Coil Challenge in a few months, and maybe I can catch up if there's any more added. So if you make one, go ahead and put it up there. Tag it with the hashtag One Coil Challenge, and I'll take a look at it, you know, down the road when I get back to the One Coil Challenge. So that's it for today. I appreciate you watching. Catch you next time.